Welcome back to the Be the Energy podcast, where we embody our highest frequency and live our truth, fully express, sharing our gifts with the world. Today, I talk about my journey, current manifestations unfolding, the parallels of when I quit corporate to when I quit living in Florida and moved to California, following my heart. I feel a new quantum leap coming. I want to share that journey with you, and I want to share the parallels I've made as I made major breakthroughs in running a marathon with no training. You can watch that whole episode, and how I'm training for HYROX right now, which is fitness racing, and how my body is leading to my breakthroughs in my business, my income, and my impact with people. Give me your feedback on a DM. Share this with another energy freak that needs to be activated. Energy coaching is available one-on-one. I have a 2-day workshop coming up next week. DM me your email if you want any help finding clarity on who you truly are, your purpose. I'm here to help you feel fully alive, energized, and fully expressed, sharing your uniqueness, making your greatest impact, and having the most fun we possibly can. Freaky, baby.
I'm going off. Been containing myself, I'm sick of draining myself. And now I'm done trying to do the right thing, trying to do the nice thing. I think I'm overthinking. I'ma get shredded for no fucking reason. Do it, Steve. I'ma do my dance for no fucking reason. Do it, Steve. I'ma be a star for no fucking reason. Cause I'm done people pleasing, unless that person's name is Steve. Wait, Steve, slow down, you're gonna cry. I call it cruising, man.
I'm done. That's it. We're done. We've manifested everything we've ever wanted, and we're back. What is good? New song dropped today. People pleaser. Incredible realization of, again, how rapping just comes through me and it starts to speak to these things I want to embody. And through the process of expression, I learn what I'm working through, and then I embody the new frequency. So check out that song. You heard it in the beginning of this intro, and I'm pumped. And there's so many themes. And I think the last episode I did of the podcast was I freaking ran a marathon. So I wanted to talk about that breakthrough. I want to talk about how that leads to my business. I want to talk about this new parallel in life of feeling like I did in these giant leaps of life. So let's just jump into that right now. So right now, I have 5 coaching clients. Just in October, my life shifted. I got let go from my from my startup I was doing with a friend. I say let go because it was very abrupt, and he literally used the words, I think it's best if I let you go. And I was a partner. And I was simultaneously terrified and relieved and excited because I knew my calling was energy coaching. I went hard at that, and it's been a dream since. And then the fires in January were rough. Different ups and downs, but I've been upgrading. And now I really want to tell you about the body, because it's one of the greatest teachers. When I look at my life, the craziest breakthroughs come when I let my body go. And that's one of the first themes of today. And what I mean by letting it go is following the excitement of what I'm capable of. So right now, I ran the marathon just to see what I'm capable of, and my intention was to be healthy, and I did that. You can go watch that whole episode. That broke me wide open to see what the hell else is possible, and it carved this mindset of sitting with pain and trusting myself deeper, and sitting with that so long that I started trying other workouts now. There's this new phenomenon called HYROX. It's like CrossFit, it's medicine ball throws, it's sled pushes and pulls, it's lunges, and it's fitness racing. I bring this up because I started training for it just 2 weeks ago, right after the marathon. And I'm just like, let me just see what this is like, because it seemed exciting. I had a little urge, following that little urge of joy. Let's see what's possible. And because of the breakthroughs I made with the marathon, when I'm running more, I'm like, I can go 26 miles, which is 42 kilometers. This HYROX race is as fast as you can do all these runs and workouts. And running 8 kilometers, I'm like, that's nothing for your boy now. So point is, I'm just having fun. And there's that same voice of, where am I going? Do I want to be a HYROX world champion? Why am I doing this? But that's key number 1. Joy has no reason. It is the reason. So part of the song People Pleaser is saying, I'm done people pleasing. And it's also saying, I'm going to get shredded for no fucking reason. And the behind the bars of that is, so often I used to block myself. And this is a major theme of today, is highly aware people often block themselves more than not, because they're so aware. And this was me. I want to come from service. I don't want to act out of ego. I don't want to step on people's toes. I don't want to do this. I want to make sure, how do I know I'm coming from inspiration? How do I know it's pure joy? And one of the clues to know it's pure joy is that it has no reason. There is no outcome. And I used to overanalyze, and I bring this up because I remember when I first moved to California, I didn't want to choose my next path from my mind. I was letting go of dunking. I didn't know if I wanted to be a musician, a rapper. I didn't know if I wanted to be a camera photographer. I didn't know these things, but I let it go for so long. I'm like, no. I'm just going to be of service, just a community, just do what people ask of me. And I did that for so long, but I started to feel very dim. I started to feel drained, dimmed, and I had no sense of myself. But sometimes your boy goes extreme. So I did that for a while. I even let my hair grow. I let my body go in a way of just trying to heal. And then I started to hear the urges again. One was music, one was training. And when I started to just feel good training and not saying it's for my ego, not letting the ego block it, just saying this feels good, that's simple. I started to train more and I started to feel good. You feel so much better when you're a little strong. You feel so much better when your body's moving and you're getting the blood flow and you're pushing your limits. That's what we're here for. We're here to see what we're capable of. That is it. And with music, it doesn't matter if I get famous. I'm gonna be famous, but it doesn't matter. And it's not for that. It's to see what comes out and to see how good I can make my art and the fun, how much fun it is to perform. And I started saying yes to that. And then the excitement came back and then opportunities came back and you simply feel more in flow. Whoa. I just hit my button on my standing desk and it started dimming away from me. So where are you blocking joy because you're overanalyzing it? And that's one of the big themes of people pleaser. And the second one is saying, I'm done. And what that means is I was always trying to help. Again, trying my best to be of service, but over time, feeling drained, feeling like I don't like doing what I'm doing. I'm sick of doing these gigs. Why can't I make any money? I'm sick of it. I'm spread thin. And it's because I was allowing myself to be drained. And it goes hand in hand with my previous song that I released right before this one called Feather Ruffler, which was me saying F you because I'm going to ruffle some feathers. And when you say F you, it's not saying F you to the person, their total being. Everybody is a soul. They have their own shadows, their own blocks. So you're saying F you to those blocks. And what I mean by that is you're so clear that I'm doing this for my joy. I'm saying I'm raising my prices. I'm going this way as a performer and a speaker. I'm done doing creative work. I'm done doing editing work because it doesn't light me up. And I'm so clear that I trust it's my joy, that I know that that frequency is the greatest for everyone I interact with and myself and my greatest service to the world. So with that foundation of frequency, you can say, I'm done. You could say, F you, I'm going here, and think of it as you're stepping into a higher frequency. And if they bark, if they chirp, if they say, no, you shouldn't do that, or they say, I don't think that's right, or Steven's not being this, whatever they're saying to you, you can say F you because that's their blocks talking. That's their shadow because you're operating from your joy. So what I'm saying is the first step is getting so clear on your joy and stop blocking yourself from experiencing your highest frequency. So the people pleaser is saying, I'm done doing that. I'm done dimming myself and I'm done trying to come up with a reason why. It's just a feeling. So we can't think of this feeling. Now into my personal stories, the really fun ones. One of the biggest blocks I had when I was trying to figure out, do I want to be a creative director? Do I want to be a rapper? What do I want to do? Was I was talking to my roommate, Kanan, one of my best friends in his life. And I was like, I just want to make more music. I want to do this. And I was working for different companies and different things. He's like, more? I'm like, yeah. He's like, you've been posting like every day. No, I'm like, yeah, I guess you're right. And I started to notice I was rapping, I was creating, I was sharing. I was getting so much of my art out there, but I didn't feel like I was free enough to do it. I felt like I was doing it as a secondary thing. So I was like, wait, how much would I actually want to do? And I didn't really want to create anymore. That's what my mind was telling me. And that's the power of sharing with each other, sharing with a coach is sometimes you see these stories that are not even true, that I was telling myself, like, I want to create even more. I want to create better art, right? But it wasn't the case. And I was saying that because I'm like, do I go full-time rapper and just go balls to the wall and say, that's the only thing I'm going to do? But then when I committed to having some stability in my life and also serving with coaching a way that lights me up and doing both, This song right here, People Pleaser, is one of my favorites I've ever made. And reflecting back, I was so afraid when I made that decision to say, you know what? Music doesn't have to support me. I can support myself in other ways, like coaching that light me up. And I still have plenty of time. I'm making more music than ever, making a song every month still, if not more. And I'm making better songs, which is showing me I'm more free within. I'm not thinking about it. I'm creating at a better level. I'm making progress. And it's so wild to look back. So I'm in a really reflective, grateful mood in this way of, wow, I used to be so afraid that I wouldn't get this music out at all, that I don't believe in myself. And now I'm coaching in a way that feels like more impact and inspirational. And I'm really, truly making a difference. And I find my way through workshops and speaking on stages. And my music is coming out better. And my music is coming out thriving. Like, there's so much content happening. If you've been following me this past couple of months, I've been on fire. And so I was really trusting the process of that and really getting clear in my story. And it's not even a balance. It just feels like harmony with who you are. And everyone has that. It's about being really honest on what you really want and not acting from fear. Because the other way would have been like, oh no, I'm not going to get my music out. I'm not believing in myself. Those are all fears, when the truth was, I just want freedom to create. I just want freedom to be myself in all areas. I want to feel supported. I want to feel secure. I want to make impact. And I want to provide value for people. Now, the next story is really beautiful of a parallel in these giant leaps of my life, and this is why I'm so excited to share this episode with you. When I was in corporate, I was dying to leave. I was saying, I don't know what the frig I'm going to do next, but I know this is not it. I had two things in mind. I wanted to be free of this 9-to-5 job to do something I love. I don't know what it is, but I'm not waking up and going into an office. I'm free of that. That was the biggest one. The second one I used to motivate myself was my dream apartment, a beach apartment with white tile. I just would journal it every day. And I just felt this precipice incoming. Like, this is getting to a head where I can't be at this job anymore. I'm going to explode. That's when I ended up quitting. But right before I quit, I remember thinking, okay, if I get another corporate job, but I get that dream apartment, still miserable, don't want that. So put that one on the back burner, focus my manifestation on one thing, which is the dream job first. We'll figure out when the apartment comes later. Long story short, you can hear this in other podcast episodes, but I get both. I quit my job, I get clients as a freelancer, and then one of the clients has this apartment, and he asked me if I want to rent it. I'm like, oh my God, this is it. And I was terrified. I only had one client, and I said to myself, if I sleep in this apartment once, even though I'm terrified because I have to sign a year lease and I have one client, I don't know if I could afford it, I made this manifestation real. Boom, it happened. I'm living in Hollywood, Florida, in my dream apartment, and I'm just exploring. I'm making more music. I'm creating. I'm living this dream that I wanted. I did it. And then a few years go by, and I feel the next call. I'm happy in this dream, but what's next? Why do I want something more? And that's when I moved to California. I knew it was people. I knew it was community. It was stepping into my manhood. It was stepping into my independence. And it was a huge leap. And then boom. And now, what you're hearing right now is me feeling on the cusp of another quantum leap. And I got so excited with this because I noticed I was blocking because I'm like, I don't need any more. I am living my dream every day. Why do I want more? But that's our nature, is to want and desire more. And there's nothing wrong with that. And I was also blocking it, saying, I know when I get to this next manifestation, this next version of myself, this next parallel reality, I'm going to want more. So I don't want to keep doing that, but I do. And I say that because it's just a fun game. It's just a life. You say, I want this new house. I want this new opportunity. And then when I get there, get to explore and have fun with it. And then we'll see what comes next. The difference is when I was in corporate, I was anxious. I was like, I'm going to die. My soul was being sucked. And I'm like, how the frig am I going to do this? And I was so worried I would never do it. Where now I'm like, I'm already way in the green. I've lived so much life. I'm so excited. I'm so grateful that if this comes, we're just doing it for the people. At this point, it's just all for the people. I'm having more fun than ever. I've made art that I'm so proud of. So my point is, I've opened up and I'm seeing this new manifestation of bigger home, a more beautiful, luxurious home. It's the same as the corporate days. That's why I wanted to bring it up, because it's like one vision is the home and the new place I live and the new space and environment. And the other is the bigger stages, the impact, rocking people's world as a rapper, just inspiring them and just getting everyone activated and hype and that lights me up. And also a new level of abundance. I've been living out here in California. It's expensive riding this entrepreneurial roller coaster. I've been on it for 6 to 7 years, and it's always been working. And I've tried a million different things, and now these past couple months have been the most abundant of my life yet. So I'm like, okay, time for a new level, this dream, and I'm so excited. And I gotta say, this is a week straight of me doing Tony Robbins primer, and I've cried every morning. And I bring this up because if you find something like that, to me, I feel like I've won the day. Every single morning, if I cry from gratitude of past experiences, future experiences, I'm tapping into a frequency, and that's how I live. You feel that gratitude for real, you're vibrating at that. And now I'm like, oh my God, I just did the greatest thing I could possibly do for my energy, for my reality. So that was one of the new breakthroughs I wanted to share, is that I've been doing that every morning. And I just know that it's shifting me. It's really changing my physiology. And that brings me back full circle to physiology. Training myself to the limit. It's such a gift. Dunking took me on this journey that was pure joy and led to self-discovery, my spiritual awakenings, to getting clients because people liked my videos that I made. And it led me to the camera, which then led me to the evolution of a speaker and a performer. And now I feel called with this new capacity of what my body is capable of. I'm like, just freaking follow it. So my reminder for you today is just follow these urges. I just talked to someone yesterday. It's like, I kind of want to see what I'm capable of, but why? I don't want to get hurt. I don't want to do this. But I'm like, that's the voice that you need to follow. The one that says, let's see what I'm capable of. Let's see what's next. Just let yourself expand. And that's what it means by letting yourself, because the only reason, there's no reason, and we only have the reasons that doubt us. Be like, you know what? I don't need to. That's not what I need to. Now is not the right time. I'm going to wait for the perfect time, but there is no perfect time. Whew. So I'm trying to think if there's anything else I wanted to share for today. I'm looking at my notes. How are you feeling? Tapping in right now? Are you tapped in? How are we feeling? So we're following the natural flow of that excitement and reminding that so often it's our own minds that just get in the way when we're too aware. So if you need help getting clarity on your thoughts, if there's some stories, if you feel like you're blocked, I'm here for that. That's what my private coaching is all about. And I have this energy mastery system that focuses on your health, your wealth, and your love. Training like an elite athlete, aligning the wealth that you receive through your impact, your zone of genius, and feeling truly of service in your unique way, unlocking your gifts and sharing them with the world. And then your love, your relationship with yourself, a deep knowing, a deep trust within yourself, and aligning with your partner, that queen, getting to that wholeness within so you can be the best husband, the best father you can possibly be. And all of them go hand in hand. So if you're able to do one thing, you're able to do them all. And if you're slacking in one area, you're slacking in them all. So how can you be the highest performing being you can be in all these areas? That's what I want for you. And not just activate you to know which step to take, but to make lasting change for you to embody this being. And that's what we all deserve. And that's how we're going to live in the most excited state. When I do the Tony Robbins primer, there's a meditation part where you send out love to people you love and even strangers, and you see them in this healed state. And I just see everyone training hard, chasing their dreams, and just being their most authentic, highest vibrating version of themselves, just really pushing the limits for this joy of it, for the excitement of their own expansion. I just find that so beautiful. So if you can feel that light within yourself, this is your permission to say, I deserve to be fully alive. And I made a post today. If you read my post on People Pleaser, our highest frequency is the greatest for everyone. So clarity on what makes you feel high, what makes you feel vibrationally aligned with your joy, and what is in the way of that. How can we make that your ultimate state? Where do you need to say F you to different shadows and blocks? Where do you need to say I'm done letting these people dim me? It's incredible. So had to jump on today to just share that part of my journey with you, because it's truly been remarkable. I'm making courses with my boy Benza too about helping people build a business out of their energy work, whether it's coaching, Reiki, teaching, whatever it is, if it's more of their passion, it's core principles of how to build a business behind it. He's more strategy. I'm more just the juice. I have a 2-day workshop coming on in next weekend, actually. So if you want to join that, DM me your email, send me your email. And if you're listening to this on Spotify, leave a comment now. Share some feedback with me. I want to hear from you. Bump my freaking song. That's the other bonus. People actually liking the song. I don't even think about that. And that's one of the most amazing gifts. So I'm just in this big spiral of gratitude and excitement. And if you stay focused on the excitement, that's all you need. Changes your body, changes your being, and use your body as a tool, as a teacher, to push yourself to the max, to ground yourself, to build that strength within, and for the fun, to tell yourself, let me see what I'm capable of. And that translates to your business. How do you see your money that way? Let me see what I'm capable of. If I'm able to make money as a direct result of my impact, my influence, my inspiration, my value, how much money do you think you'll receive if you're in your highest alignment with your purpose? Bada boom, bada bing. I love you all so much. I love all your feedback on this podcast. And the more you give me feedback, the more lit up I am. And I'm so excited for more art, more excitement. It's been years of this, and I feel like we're just getting started again. Energy freaks to the frickin' moon and beyond, to the stars. Love you so much. Let's frickin' bump out with People Pleaser. Enjoy.
I'm the newest cat. Permanent. Nothing is. Quit worrying with them thoughts that don't exist. I'm a journeyman, hero following his bliss. Stevie Wonder, boy, my faith is blind. Let's 69 for peace of mind. You dip that toe. I'm diving in, no kids, cash flow. Yeah, I'm a dick. Now I'm done. Little Stevie left the building, done being a chameleon. Going raw, want you to feel me till I'm done. And I give myself permission, ducking you cause you a chicken. Keep that low vibe at a distance. You can call me selfish, that's okay, I call them boundaries. Physically delicious, but her frequency is lousy. Can't keep that around me, don't care if it arouse me. Roots filled with peace, now these queens wanna mount me. Steve, quiet down, man, you can't talk. Now let the king talk, I be steady dripping, I just rinsed off. If you coming at me, let's get scrappy, take the mitts off. Life is passing quick, every second going TikTok. This your captain speaking. I ain't peeking, this just lift off. Every single red flag. No worth, no swag. All talk, no action. Tip top shape, your boy elite.